It's 5 o'clock on Tuesday, July 21st, 2026. I would like to call the Board of Parks and Recreation meeting to order. Can we begin with a roll call, please?
Good afternoon. We have our 4 Park Board members present within the City Council chambers. I will begin roll call. Nikisha Elena Alexis.
I am here.
Shelby Cook.
Here.
Isaac Torres Villa.
Here.
Bill Murray.
Here.
We have a quorum.
All right. Next item on the agenda is to first take a look at the agenda. There's a slight amendment to the agenda that was sent out previously. We're going to remove the proposal for a memo for Strong Avenue Park, and we'll bring this up later. Can I get a motion to make that amendment to the agenda, please?
I'll move to make that amendment.
I can second it.
The amendment has been motioned and seconded. Can all in favor say aye? Aye.
Yes.
Anybody opposed? Motion carries unanimously. Can we have a look at the approval of the minutes? Are there any discussion or questions about the minutes from the July 7th meeting?
Nope.
Can I get a motion to approve the minutes from July 7th, 2026?
I move that we approve the July 7th, 2026 minutes.
Can I get a second, please?
I'll second.
All in favor say aye.
Yes.
Aye.
Yes, aye.
Carries unanimously. We have no correspondence. We do have $46,010.43 in claims for financials. Are there any questions or discussion in regard to that?
Nope.
Seeing that there are no questions or discussion, can I get a motion to approve the financials for $46,010.43, the claims?
I motion to approve the financials.
I'll second it.
All in favor say aye.
Yes.
Yes,
Aye, carries unanimously. We do have an acknowledgement for Kona Ice for the amount of $170 and Michiana Coffee Company for the donation of $70. We talked about this last month. We want to thank these two organizations for their donations, and can I get a motion to approve the donations of $240 that were held over from the previous Park Board meeting?
I'll motion to move the donations.
Can I get a second, please?
I'll second it.
All in favor say aye.
Yes.
Aye. Carries unanimously. Thank you. We have no grants. We move to new business matters. Matt, we've got 3 items: the lost and found policy, the modification of the fee policy, and the softball field rental policy.
Good evening, Park Board.
Hi there, man.
Hi.
My name is Matthew Moyers. My office is 229 South 2nd Street, right downstairs. I'm a Special Project Coordinator for the Parks and Recreation Department. The first policy that I'm proposing to the board is a lost and found policy. This is a new policy for the department. There is one correction. It's a 60-day holding period. In the copy that I provided for you, there was a typo in which it said 30 days and then 60 in parentheses behind it. It's 60 days. This policy only applies to small items. Pardon me. The City of South Bend has a standard operating procedure for high-value personal property. This kind of picks up the pieces for the small items. Lost towels, sunglasses, things of value go directly to the police department, and they're handled in that fashion. This policy has been reviewed by the superintendent and was proposed by the assistant superintendent. I'd ask the board to adopt those, and if so, I'll make that correction in the copy and have it added to our administration policies and procedures manual.
Are there any comments or questions about the idea of the lost and found policy number 3050?
I like it. Could you just repeat where the things will be held?
For items that occur at a facility, like a pool or at a camp program, they'll be held at the facility. They'll be checked in there. For items that are found in the general parks or after a special event, they come back to the park office with a view.
Okay, so people would just come here to find what
Or
it
they
is.
can call here and they will
Okay.
be able to trace from there. The advantage is this policy has us keep logs of all recovered items.
Okay, thank you. It's super helpful.
Yeah.
Yeah, one thing I did like about the policy is the accountability and trackability of items. So I think that's a good thing.
Well, that call out goes to Nate.
Any questions or comments? With that in mind, can I get a motion to adopt the new policy, the lost and found policy number 3050?
I move that we adopt the policy of the lost and found.
Can I get a second, please?
I second, just so that we have it for the record, as long as the corrections made from 30 to make it 60.
Yes, so we are under the understanding that it's a 60-day
It's a 60-day and it'll be corrected before it's added to the manual, correct?
All right, so we have a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye.
Yes.
Aye. Motion carries unanimously. Thank you. Next thing, the modification of the
Can I
fee.
ask a really quick question? I'm sorry. Will this policy be posted places that people can see it? This just dawned on me. How will people know?
We hadn't talked about this being posted to the public yet. It will be included in the training operations for our staff.
Okay.
If you think it's important that we post a policy at location, we could do that.
I mean, I don't think it would have to be the complete thing, but just some signage that says, lost and found, contact this number or whatever,
Or the
so that
website,
people have yeah, or on the website, just so people
That's-
know that it's
that's
not going to be thrown out.
I will take that on.
Thank you.
Thank you, Matt.
So the next item is the modification of the fee policy. Matt, do you want to run through this with us?
I will. We have an existing fee policy, Policy 6010. What I'm proposing is that we add a single paragraph that deals with petitioners who come before the board asking for exceptions or exemptions to our fee policy. We establish a fee structure every year the board approves, but occasionally people will come and ask for exceptions to that fee for their group. I know the board has been put in some situations that can be challenging. So this paragraph I'm suggesting be added to our fee policy requires that when someone asks for an exemption or an exception, that the staff produce a recommendation favorably or unfavorably and lists all the reasons that this is a great idea or it's a mixed idea or it's a bad idea, to show all the pieces in play. I think it's important the board have all this information before they're asked to make that decision. And I think that's a reasonable solution, that our staff go ahead and provide you with a recommendation.
Yeah, and this is, this is so that we don't run into the problems that we have in the past, or the situations, I would say, where there was a verbal agreement. That way we have it written down.
Yeah. There are two components. If it's a single-time exemption, a recommendation still comes to the board. If they're asking for an exemption or an exception, reduced fee, we'd like to go ahead and create a memorandum of understanding that kind of lists the two-way benefits. A group, for example, may ask for a reduced rate for the entire year for the pool, but in exchange for that, in their annual reports, they'll do a call out to the Parks Department, or they'll distribute our activity guide. There are ways we can work with partners that I think we may be missing, and this MOU could help with that.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, because I think for us just guessing up here, like who or when or how, getting a staff recommendation that we could take seriously, I think will make things much, much smoother. So thank you. That feels like a good solution to me.
There is one other correction. When I added this paragraph to the existing policy, it bumped back the pyramid. So there's a notification in the policy, look for the pyramid on page 3. Now it's on page 4. I'll fix that also before it's added.
Thank you so much, Matt, and to the staff for coming up with this. I really
I'm not
like
going to
it.
mention any names, but somebody was up way too late last night and read this stuff and pointed it out to Matt, who graciously accepted that person's comments. With that in mind, can I get a motion to approve the modification to fee policy 6010?
I move that we approve the request for exemptions or exceptions to the fee structure paragraph as it's stated.
Can I get a second, please?
I'll second.
All in favor, say aye.
Yes.
Aye. Carries unanimously. Thank you. Final item is the softball field rental policy.
This is a new policy proposed by Nate also. We have a rental policy for our softball fields and our softball complex, but our rental policy generally forbids the sale of merchandise or to charge for gate admissions. But there are times when that may be a very good thing for the department and for the organization. We would like to have the opportunity to accept those rentals under very limited conditions. Those conditions are laid out in the policy. And then the authority for approving those exemptions would rest with the superintendent and the assistant superintendent. And then the board would ratify all those requests after the fact. So we're asking the board to allow the staff to make these limited exceptions for softball rentals, gate admission, and merchandise sales, and then ratify after the fact. That's what the policy structure is. And I think the reason for this policy is many of these softball tournaments are not local. They're much further away. It's difficult for them to make the meetings. And then the other issue that we have is oftentimes their planning doesn't allow them to be making these requests 6 weeks in advance to be able to go before the board. And the concern is we may miss the opportunity for these rentals, and this policy will go ahead and allow us to scoop them in under very limited conditions.
I think my only question is if this is transferable to other parks. So let's say if people are doing soccer tournaments somewhere and they want to have merchandise or tennis or, right, like why would we make an exception only for softball if there might be other kinds of park amenities
That's an
where
excellent
that'll come
question.
up?
Right now, we wanted to focus on softball because dealing primarily with Riverview,
Okay.
that's a gated facility.
Okay.
So allowing them to charge admission is comparatively easy. It's also commonplace for softball operations. And we can look at this as a tester or trial sample to see if it causes more headache for the benefits that we receive as a department. If it works well, we could consider other modifications.
Okay, that's helpful. I like that this is opening and rather not just an exclusive sort of agreement with one park or one place. For now. Yeah. But we're not opposed to sort of considering. Okay,
Never
that's
opposed
helpful.
to getting smarter and better.
Okay, thank you. I'm a policy fiend, so the more policies we have that make things clear, the better I feel.
I can also say, based on my experience with youth sports tournaments, that merch sales becomes a great way to help underwrite the cost of the tournament without having to increase parental or individual donations or costs to make it happen. So it becomes a win-win for both the people who are there attending and for the people who are paying for the right to play for a weekend or whatever it might be.
I think Nate's been very careful about thinking about this. If you take a look, one of the exemptions that this policy does not allow is competing concession sales, so it won't cut into our business. There's been a lot of foresight in this.
Yep.
Thank you.
Any other questions or comments? With that in mind, can I get a motion to approve the modification to policy number 3020, softball field rental, admission, and merchandise exception?
I move that we approve this new policy for admission and merchandise sales exception.
Can I get a second, please?
I second.
All in favor, say aye.
Yes.
Yes.
Aye. Okay, motion carries unanimously. Thank you.
Thank you,
Very
board.
much.
Thank you, Matt. Thank you, everybody,
Thank you,
for your
Matt.
work.
I believe I just saw Alex Otto walk out of the building. Is Jamie here? Welcome.
So I'm Jamie Hancock. I work at Elkhart Health and Aquatics. I am the Community Engagement Supervisor. Do you need the address? Okay, 200 East Jackson Boulevard. I'm here to talk to you about the Youth Endurance Race or Challenge that we are looking to partner with the Elkhart Parks with. It's part of the permit that we are looking to ask for to use Island Park, Lundquist Park, and the surrounding trails around the river. The event is set up for kids ages 5 to 14 to swim and run at Elkhart Health and Aquatics, and then they're going to bike on those trails. It is a free event that is sponsored by the Elkhart Community Foundation and the Beacon Physicians Philanthropy. So it will be September 20th, and we're looking forward to trying to get as many kids out there, getting them active, and we're hoping to use the trails and the parks.
I think it looks really great.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah.
So any questions or comments?
Just in terms of the swimming, what's the age group for the swimming and how's the safety being managed? Just
It's 5 to 14. It's in our pool. We have lifeguards on staff, and then we'll also have volunteers. We'll have one volunteer per 1 to 2 lanes, and we'll only have 2 kids per lane.
okay, awesome.
So, but like I said, we do have lifeguards on staff. And then Mandy will be helping us with volunteers as far as the running portion and the biking portion. And then we also requested some first aid or medical
Oh, excellent.
to also be present.
Okay, thank you so much.
Are there any concerns or questions about the application, the way it's been completed? Okay. With that in mind, can I get a motion to approve the permit for the Youth Endurance Challenge on September 20th, 2026?
I'll move to approve the Youth Endurance Challenge permit.
I second.
Got a second and approve? All in favor, say aye.
Yes.
Aye.
Right, terrific,
you.
thank you.
Thanks, Jane.
Great.
With
Department
the-
reports?
Bill, with the other.
Speak for Alex.
Yeah, that's what I was just
City-
wondering, because one
City
of the
Hall in the
dates
park.
is
Yes, Tuesday.
the Tuesday, so,
Yeah, we should approve it.
okay.
So it's a pretty easy event. The Jameson Zarnicki superintendent. But what we're looking to do, the mayor's office is wanting to redesign the way that we engage with the neighborhood. Last year, you may remember or have attended. I forget what they called it, but essentially the conversation with council in the
Talk
pavilion.
Tuesday.
Yeah.
Let's Talk Tuesdays is what it was, yeah. And so they're changing this up a bit, and they're going to have City Hall in the park, similar style with departments having tables, but they're also going to make it a fun element, really derived out of the Weston Park ribbon cutting celebration where we had a number of city departments, but then there was also food trucks and some music, and so the hope is that it's a way to sort of engage the neighborhood in more of a block party while also allowing them, the space to ask good questions to city leadership.
That's great.
Yes.
Thank you.
I think this is a great way of evolving the Talk Back Tuesdays, so I like it. Any other questions or comments?
None from me.
So can I get a motion to approve the application? And so we're approving, just to clarify this, we'll be approving for all 3 dates on the application? Okay. So for July 28th at Weston Park, August 20th at Roosevelt Park, and the 17th of September at Walker Park. Can I get a motion to approve those 3 dates and the permit for the City Hall in the park?
I move that, I move that we,
Go for it.
I move that we approve the permit for City Hall in the park.
Can I
I
get a
second.
second?
I second.
All in favor, say aye.
Yes.
Aye.
Aye.
Carries unanimously. Thank
We
you.
we should say aye again, because we were approving everything twice.
All right, department reports.
Alrighty, me again. So I was mistaken. High Dive Park pond restoration is still a go for this month. We have a work party planned Thursday. Is our hope to get some volunteers out there, and that work is being led by the EEC at this point. So we're grateful for them for helping us out with that. If anybody would like to come and get their hands dirty and help us plant some native plantings, that'll be Thursday. I forget which time, but I think Liz can let us know. What? 5 to 7. I knew she knew. So we'll be out there on that day getting some great work done. We're looking forward to the ribbon cutting for Ulrey Park, which will soon be Pasley Park. We'll have that ribbon cutting on August 8th from 4 to 6. It'll be a celebration block party. I'm really appreciative of the many departments, businesses, donors, organizations who have come together in this tight timeline to help us try and get the splash pad and park improvements up and running before the warm weather ends. So it's very exciting. We have continued to have a number of issues with our aquatic facilities. You may have heard. It's been a tough summer with weather. We just had, Nate and I left a Northern Indiana Parks and Rec Association's meeting. Similar concerns from Deep River Water Park with the number of issues that they've had through the weather, which hasn't helped anything. We've had to compound it with maintenance issues and just a couple different fires. However, I'm grateful to say that we are now operational fully. Everything is working, so it is. It's nice to have everything as it should. I want to say a big thank you to Nate for helping us through a lot of that. I know our maintenance team is learning some things they didn't know, and Nate's aquatics knowledge has helped us. Roosevelt basketball courts are planned to be updated still. We have the courts paved, and the hoops are in, and the backboards will be in, but the poles are a couple weeks out. So we're close to that, probably early to mid-August at this point to get that up and running and available. So when those are in, we'll have the painting. Should be really nice. Also want to say huge congratulations to the events team and those who were involved in the fireworks. That was very popular. I don't know if you guys were able to make it, but it was arguably the best show that we've ever put on, which was our goal, which was fantastic. We had great weather. There was no incidents. There was nothing but high spirits. The bands were fantastic. So food vendors were happy. People were happy. The fireworks were amazing. And we celebrated this great country. So we were very pleased. And I want to say thank you to everyone who put their time and attention for that, especially our sponsors who came in at the last minute in the 2 weeks to really save the show, because it did cost us a lot more than I expected to originally. But the community rallied, and I think that's why I continue to be grateful to be a part of it, because we can make quick change when it's needed. So outside of that, it is July, which is Parks and Rec month. So I want to say thank you to each of you for your time and talent in helping us become a great parks department. Of course, I want to thank our parks team for their many hours of service that have put into this. This is not an easy field, and if anybody's been in it, they understand it's long hours, and sometimes people don't see how the juice is made, so they get pretty upset at us. But at the end of the day, I continue to be grateful that we get to do what we do, and I'm glad to be surrounded by those who also are passionate. So thank you.
Thanks, Jameson.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Liz?
Good afternoon, everybody. Long time no
Hello.
see. Liz Stoutner, event coordinator for Elkhart Parks and Recreation. We've had a very busy summer so far. So farmers market still holding strong. Right now, we're still averaging about our 35 to 40 vendors per week, and then about 2,000 attendees. July 4th was probably our slowest, weirdly enough. But other than that, back up and strong. This past Saturday, we had our Christmas in July event, which went over swimmingly. We had Santa and people walking around in their best Christmas outfits in July. So we had Art Walk at the end of June. We did unfortunately get some rain that held off all of our outdoor activities for that one, but thankfully still able to get merchants in the stores and musicians indoors. So still were able to pull off a really good event for that one. Had 17 artists and 15 merchants participate. We've polished off 2 of our movies in the park. On June 26th, we were over at Willowdale with an attendance of 107 for A Bug's Life. And then Friday, July 10th, we did How to Train Your Dragon over at Walker Park with 230 in attendance. So continually growing that, which has been really nice. Again, these kind of took the place of our ribbon cuttings last year. So we've had fire, police, 311, Parks Department info tables there, so people are able to interact, along with our Parks concessions trailer and the Pink Cow ice cream truck, along with Kona Ice. So the vendors have been quite happy with that as well. Jameson hit on Independence Day celebration. Original July 4th, unfortunately, was rescheduled. The original had 22 food vendors with 3 additional. We had our glow vendor and things like that there with Party Foul and Cowboy Co. Didn't make it to Party Foul, but Cowboy Co. did really well. And then obviously rescheduled for this past Saturday. Did very well. Obviously, with it not being on July 4th, we didn't have to compete with other fireworks shows, so we definitely got a larger attendance than we normally do. But again, no issues, no problems. Everyone was happy. And then we were able to do our first afternoon in the park, which is our partnership with Bad Entertainment for over at McNaughton Park. He had an attendance about 80 for Tim Dudley, who's an Elvis impersonator, so went really well. And then all of our upcoming events, we have our final 2 movies in the park. This Friday, July 24th, is our Studebaker with Hook. And then Roosevelt Park on Friday, August 7th with Hoppers. Our upcoming art walk will be next Wednesday, July 29th from 5 to 8, followed with the art walk after hours, which will be the 7:30 to 9, with The Early is the name of that band. And then Jameson also quickly hit on our Ullery Park, soon to be Pasley Park, ribbon cutting on Saturday, August 8th. Any questions?
Excellent.
Thank you. I saw somebody posted footage on Facebook of just how ridiculous, like how many cars were in downtown Elkhart.
There were a lot of cars.
King
and
Designs
with
did.
the size of our blast zone this year, it cut off
I was like,
so
what city are we in? It was
I
an
will say it
aerial
cleared
drone
out
shot of
very
just
well.
insane.
It cleared out very, so the fireworks show ended around 10:30. By, so it was like 10:50. It wasn't even 11 o'clock, and it was pretty much cleared out. So, I
Nice.
mean, it wasn't anything major, but
Right.
not what we're used to.
Yes.
I'm also going to play Mandy for the volunteer report. So the route crew has been very busy as well. Star Martial Arts had 45 volunteers perform a beautification at Lundquist and Island Park, also along the Riverwalk. During the original Independence Day celebration, we had volunteers from the Scouts and local military groups that helped do the veteran recognition and flag retirement ceremony. Mandy is currently working on the volunteer website portion of our new website, so be looking for new opportunities and better links and easily accessible volunteer opportunities on our website. And right now, she's about 78% of her goal for volunteer hours. Currently, the financial impact is about $22,143. So doing very well on that aspect. And then our upcoming volunteer opportunities, as Jameson mentioned, they'll be doing the native plug plants over at High Dive this Thursday, July 23rd, also partnering with Modern Woodman, which is one of our adopted parks. They actually do Willowdale, but they'll be helping out at High Dive. And then Trees for the Heart will plant 300 trees by September 1st. So the first volunteer opportunity will be this coming Saturday, July 25th from 9 a.m. to noon.
Thank you.
Nice. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Thank you, Liz.
Louisa?
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Okay. So for our programs that have ended the last meeting, we had our review softball. They closed out. And we did have a good running. I think they had a lot of fun. I feel like the weather was on our side a lot for a lot of these games, so that's pretty good. We had our pickleball clinics finished. That was on Tuesday and Thursdays. Our youth pickleball clinics finished. We had 5 registered participants for that one. Our cardio drumming is continuing every Wednesday. She is hurt, so she hasn't been able to for July, but as soon as she gets up and running, if you ever met her, she's a firecracker. Her name is Donna Anderson, and she's going to continue them in August as soon as she feels better. Our intro to gymnastics, tumbling and beams, we had 3 registered for that one. Our lap swim, we had 1 registered. Our sandcastle competition. I do want to say that the lap swim, I have to give props to our Pierre Moran staff because they had programs plus the lap swim plus open pool, all done in one pool.
Oh, my goodness.
So I know, but I give it to them because, and everybody was a good sport about it. So I give it to the community as well. Our sandcastle competition, we had it open for all ages. That was a great time. We're going to bring that back next summer. Our Learn to Paddle board, we had 1 registered, and our Full Moon Kayak is always one of our best programs in the summertime. We had 41 participants with still a waiting list. To be safe, we couldn't, but it was a good time. Even Diana joined.
Nice. All right, come on now.
So for our current programs, we have a pickleball club, June and July sessions for aging 16 and older that will be held at Studebaker Court from 6 to 7 on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and we have 21 participants. Our tennis programs that go from June to July varies on time frames depending on the class that you're in from Monday through Friday. For the tennis for tots, we had 67 registered for June. For our tennis player development, we had 21 registered for June. For Rising Tennis Stars, we had 17 registered for June. For Tennis Academy, we had 19 registered for June. In our adult tennis, we had 1 participant for June. Our summer camp connections have always, they're a hit. We are pushing for a 3rd site. We always do. But for some reason, we still need to get in motion to let the public know that we have a 3rd site to make that one full as well. But both our camps are full for the season. Our yoga in the park is still continuing. It's on Mondays and it's on July at McKnight Park from 5:30 to 6:30. Our swim lessons, our class is full. It was from ages from preschool age to 17-year-olds. And our pickleball at Studebaker, our club for 16 and older. Our book scrapping for 101 at the Owls Club, that's going to be held usually it's the first Friday, but because I was out on vacation, we are doing it this Friday, so let your friends and family know that it's free and the stuff has been donated, so it's whoever wants to join can come out with something.
Nice.
We have Science in the Sand. That was actually a good hit for the amount of people that we had. And then we had 4 registered for July. And in our paddle series, we have Learn to Paddle for board. That was July 17 and 24. We had Glow Float coming up on August 1st from 8:30 to 10:30. And our free kayak and canoe rental day just passed on Saturday, July 18th, which had a great turnout. One of the things I did want to share with you guys is that when I first started, I remember the events team talking about how many people they had come to their events and stuff like that. And I remember saying out loud, like, wow, I can't wait till I have a menu of what if the people of Elkhart would like to participate, where my class starts filling up so much that I have to tell people I can't. And it's happening where every other class has been like, oh, we're maxed out, or we can't, or we have to be waitlisted. And it's a good feeling because it lets me know that my radar to see what the community needs is on point. So I just wanted to share that with you guys.
Absolutely, absolutely. Thank you for keeping your antennas up.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I continue to be impressed with the variety and amount of activities and events that the Parks Department offers. Great.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, come on, Ranger.
He's like, I don't want to get into the middle of the kudos.
That was fantastic. That's fantastic. Getting full programs, yeah. So June Ranger report, parks down Activity is down about 12% to 5,333. I think a lot has to do with probably the temperature. If you see, it was like 16% hotter in June than it was May. The high was like 79. Ranger engagement was up about 6% to 6,587. Events, Bethany and I gave tours for about 87 kids at High Dive Tour for Camp Connections. June 4th, I attended the Homeless Coalition, which I do every month. And June 17th, Bethany and I led the Walker Park Ranger Quest for 11 participants for the Oslo Library. Damages, lots of trees, as you can see, at McNaughton Park, at Woodlawn, Walker, Pinewood, Willowdale, Gans Park. There was a damaged trash can there. Trees fallen in Natal Park. And in other notes, Ranger Larry on June 26th disposed of a broken bike at Nipco Park. June 27th, Ranger Cody was dispatched to McNaughton Park to check on potentially dangerous chemical odor in the women's bathroom. He called dispatch and recognized the smell to be pepper spray. The fire department arrived shortly after and aired the restroom out and deemed it safe. June 29th, I'm going to end on a good note. Bethany and I caught a goose that had fishing line wrapped around its foot and removed the line.
Oh.
So, Any questions?
Great.
I feel curious with the pepper spray in the bathroom. Are there security cameras there? Like, do we know if it was just an accidental thing or if somebody was actually trying to defend themselves? Like, how do we?
Yeah, we don't have cameras. I don't believe we have cameras
On the outside or around? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to speak on that one. The only parks we have cameras at are Walker Park, Nipco Park, Pure Marin Pool for the pool, and the dog park.
Okay.
No other parks or pavilions have cameras at this time.
Okay. Are there thoughts on that?
We are working towards it in the future. We have tried to put it in our budget, working with the mayor and IT department and getting that. It's part of renovations when we move forward. We don't want to do the work and then have to redo the work again.
Absolutely. Yeah. Okay, that's helpful. I mean, people aren't necessarily just spraying pepper spray in a bathroom to spray pepper spray in a bathroom. So just for our sakes, some safety stuff there as we move forward. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. With that in mind, can I get a motion to adjourn the meeting, please?
I motion to adjourn the meeting.
Can I get a second?
I'll second it.
All in favor, say aye.
Yes.
Meeting is adjourned. Thank you very much, ladies.
Thank you, everyone.
Appreciate it.